Hi folks. Well, I just let a troll get under my skin a little bit. First of all, I wanted to come on and say that I'm fine. My whole area is fine. And thank you for those of you that had concerns. I was very concerned. And it seems that at least this one idiot thinks that I made my last video for entertainment purposes. I assure you that was not the case. My area has been hit very hard with storms in the last few years, and in fact it was 2001, 2002, somewhere in there, that we had an F5 tornado go through our town. And let me tell you, it is disrupting to say the least. I've had many big storms come through where the power's been out for several days, sometimes up to a week. And this isn't to complain or bitch or moan. I mean, we're fine. I'm fine. We know what to do when that happens. But a lot of people aren't prepared, and really, you need to be prepared. Now, seeing what's going on in New Jersey and New York and other areas, it's devastating. I mean, the scope of what this storm has dumped is quite amazing. Now, one thing that I do find interesting for my area, now mind you, we had tons of rain, but we never got the really, really bad winds, so my specific area in Maryland is fine, in southern Maryland. Up in DC, there's been flooding. Over in West Virginia, there were high winds, brought a lot of trees down, power out. I mean, you know, there's a lot going on, folks, besides just New York City. But what surprised me is that our banks were closed on Monday. And okay, that made sense to me because we didn't know what was coming. But they were closed again today. And I found that a little bit surprising. Our particular town had already lifted their emergency warnings and their, whatever they had in place. And, banks are kind of the last to close. Now, I realize that the New York Stock Exchange was closed. That's a big deal, in my opinion. And for the banks to close for 2 days in a row, when today it was clearly unnecessary, I find odd. So I don't know if, I'm curious if banks were closed in other areas. Certainly if you were hard hit, it would make perfect sense that they were closed. But I'm wondering in other outlying areas where your bank's closed also. What is this, some little bank holiday that, ooh, how convenient? I don't know. That's just sort of an afterthought. I mostly just wanted to let everybody know that I was okay, and I hope you're okay too. If you're listening, Kimmy, I'd really like to know how you fared. I need to send you a message. Eastwatch, I need to send you a message too. You're probably okay in New Hampshire, but who knows. Anyway, take good care, folks, and please post any and all comments on how you've been impacted by the storm. And as this sorts out through the week, we'll get a better grip on it. Take good care, folks.